Hello, welcome back to my vlog, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to to my video. So in this video I'm going to be teaching and showing you how to tie the Sahara turban. And as you can see, I've started already. I'm taking one pashmina and rolling it around the donut I made with my braids, gently securing it to make sure that it's not too tight. You want to make sure that the scarves you have underneath are not too tight to give you a headache. Please bear with my voice. I kind of have a cold, but yes. Now I'm going to take the second pashmina and roll on top of the first one. As you can see how I'm doing it. I hope you can see clearly how this is going. And I think I have established in my previous videos that the reason why I use mostly one or two pashminas as on the fabrics is because I want the turbans to look voluminous, to look exaggerated. So if you want your turbans to also look that way, you have to make sure that you have some fabric underneath as well as a base, sort of, because it makes the turban, the finished look very voluminous. Like, it gives it this extra volume. So now I'm going to take this very colorful and patterned pashmina. I'm going to overlap it and tie it on top of the two pashminas I already have under. You can see that came flying off, so you have to make sure that the ends of the pashmina under are properly tucked in for you not to have anything flying around or distracting you while tying your turban. Pardon me. So after doing that, I'll take the patterned pashmina and place it at the nape of my neck, my head, that I'm doing, and I'm going to create a crisscross in front, like an X shape. I believe you can clearly see how that is going. Yes, you can clearly see how that is going. So I'm going to do that. I'm amending the front because I want it to be very neat. I need the finishing to look very neat. So yes, after doing that, I'm going to now take the two ends, bring one to the front and tuck it or tie it. Whichever you want to do is up to you. Preferably just make sure that the knot isn't so tight as to give you a headache. Trust me, the last thing you ever want to have when having a turban on your head is a headache. It can be crazy. It can be so crazy. So you should be mindful as not to have the knot of your turban or the under fabric tight. And lastly, I'll take my bridal satin fabric. This very shiny satin fabric is called bridal satin fabric, and I've mentioned in my previous videos. If you haven't seen those, please go ahead, see them, come back right to this one. So I like to use the bridal satin fabric because it's a very beautiful fabric that gives a very nice finishing to turbans. So now I've folded that, I've overlapped it a bit. I'm now going to take it and place at the nape of my head like I do. And I've also mentioned in previous videos that the reason why I like to tie my turbans from the back or from behind is because it gives me room to play with the two wings these two wings, you can see my left hand is holding one and my right hand is holding one as well. It gives me room to play with these two wings and create whatever piece or whatever style I want to. This can happen a lot of times. I do not edit most of these parts of the video clips because I want you to know that yes, you could fail one time in an attempt to create a particular style, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try again. It's just like life, sometimes you fail, but you don't give up. You still get up, you continue, you do what you have to do, and you rise up and you meet up again. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? I just created, I overlapped the two sides on each other, and you can see how that turned out very nicely. I'm just going ahead to adjust it and give it little touches, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll take these two behind. You can see how I'm tucking the edges into some part of the turban. Mind you, the reason why I'm doing this is because the edges of this turban aren't weaved. If they were weaved, I wouldn't have to bother with that. So just in case, make sure that the turbans you get are weaved turbans, so you don't have to bother about the edges. Can you see how neat that is? I didn't have to use any pins or brushes for these ones. I keep making reference to my previous videos because I do not like to use pins in my turbans. If you see me use, the most I would use is a brush, because I feel very insecure when I use pins to try to tie my turbans. I have this feeling that they might just prick me one way or another, and that won't be funny. Trust me, that won't be funny at all. So now I'm just going to go right ahead with adjusting some parts and making sure that I have a finished and perfect look. I hope you all saw how that played out. Does it look nice? You like? I bet you do. So yeah, that's about it. You can still go ahead to adjust it and amend and just make it fit into how you want it to really look. Does it look cool? You like? I'm gonna do a 360 for you guys right now, so just hold on. Can you see the elevated part? I didn't even see it. You can use an office pin to hold that part. Yeah, and you could accessorize the look if you want. So tell me, what do you think about this one?